Today on Mike TV, we're gonna have a conversation with two Australians. Bloody hell, Mike! What are you saying? And plus, a nice country-style vegetarian dinner. Simple and delicious. See you there.
Hey, good day, mate. What you carving? Carving a pumpkin, mate. What for, mate? For bloody Halloween, mate. You're a tosser, mate. That was 2 days ago. You reckon? Ah, that's a bugger, eh? Come on, let's get some frothies with the lads. Nah, mate. I'm going to Barbie the Savo. Don't be a bludger, mate. How's the old fella, mate? Which one, mate? Not the one in your grundies, you bloody bufter. Ah, mate. He spends his time drinking tinnies. And always at the bottle-o. That's Australia, mate. Yup, Australia, mate.
Today's recipe is corn on the cob with mashed potatoes and tofu, garnished with a garbanzo flour or chickpea flour gravy. This is a very simple yet delicious country style meal. So now here is the recipe. So these are my ingredients. We will be using corn on the cob, yellow potatoes with thin skin, a block of firm tofu, also some garbanzo flour or chickpea flour. This will be for our gravy. Some butter, some Italian seasoning, sea salt, and liquid aminos from Bragg's. So let's start by cutting our potatoes into large chunks, about that size, and start boiling them in a big pot. Peel all your corn and take away all the hairs on it, and then boil a large pot and put them in for about 7 to 10 minutes. Boil them on high heat. Rinse your tofu and then cut it into about 1-inch chunks. We're going to be cooking it in a cast iron pan or skillet. We use olive oil to fry our tofu. And put your heater, your element, on medium. Once they start getting a little bit brown, you scrape them off the bottom of the skillet and you add some liquid aminos. Once it's well cooked to the desired temperature, you add your final seasoning, which is salt and nutritional yeast.
I add nutritional yeast because it has a lot of vitamins like B12, which is good for a vegetarian diet. And you don't cook nutritional yeast. Once your potatoes are boiled and cooked, you just make sure that they are soft with your knife. Turn off your element and then add about a quarter of a cup into your potatoes. And start mashing them. It's okay if their peel is still on. It adds a nice texture to your mashed potatoes. I usually use white russet potatoes. Then we add some organic whole milk, just a little bit to add some creaminess. Then salt. And continue mashing. Now it's time for the gravy. You take about half of a quarter of butter, half of a quarter cup of butter. You melt it. You make sure you don't burn it. And then you add the garbanzo flour in it. Just enough so the garbanzo flour mixes well with the butter. You don't want any dry chunks of garbanzo flour in it. You want it all basically merge with the butter. And you let it cook a little bit. It gets brown. And then you add water gradually. It will get thick, and then you add a little bit of water. Total amount of water is about 2 cups of water for this recipe. Once you like the consistency of your gravy, you add your spices like Italian seasoning and salt. Add about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Mix it well together. A little bit of salt, maybe half a teaspoon of salt. And you're done. So this is what this dinner looks like. You add the gravy on top of the tofu and the mashed potatoes. And then you add some butter to your corn. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please come back and subscribe to be able to see more awesome videos. Take care. Aloha.